Hello, this is Robert DeGraff from LawOfOneStudy.com. Today we're going to do a quick overview of Arcanum number 5, card number 5, Significator of the Mind, also known as the Hierophant, however you say that. This is taken from the Law of One, Book 4, and you can either print out from the PDF the card or photocopy it from the book and put cardboard on the back. Pretty much the same. This is the card from the Brotherhood of Light series. Pretty much the same. And the Sacred Tarot by C.C. Zane. You see the card. It's the same, just a little bit more detail, a little bit different size. It's almost exactly the same. So if you take the one from the Law of One book, very similar. The entities down here are a little bit different. The hat's very similar. The wings, everything up here, the columns, the 8 cartouches down here, very, very similar. So that's the first 7 cards are so similar, so we can kind of guess that 8 through 22 is going to be pretty close too in this book. But I recommend reading the this book the most and only going to the C.C. Zane book afterwards. So we'll do a quick overview so you can get studying. Notice these wings up here on page 199 of the book, or if you download the free PDF on PDF 177, it's the same, and it's wings draw the caged mind onwards. Also on page 197, page 175 in the PDF, wings, the protection of spirit over process of evolution. So these wings are the protection of spirit over the process of evolution. And there is a extra note, a kind of a correction on page 199 in the PDF 177. Definitely read that, but it makes sense. See this dotted line, black and white line here, similar to some of the other cards where represented polarity. You can read on page 195 in the PDF 173. Notice how the figure here looks to the one side. He looks left. Read about that on page 195 in the book, 173 in the PDF. And it looks left. And what does that mean? The mind has a tendency to notice negative catalysts more. So think about that. The mind has a tendency to notice negative catalysts more. And by knowing that, you can look harder for the positive catalysts. Notice the hands, hand position, very significant. Read about that on page 197 and in the PDF 173. The right hand, service to others. Left hand, attempts to absorb power. There's a black entity here and a red entity here. I know it's hard in black and white. I sometimes get those confused. Read what it says in there. But the card he was using in the book was color. So this was black and this was red, I'm pretty sure. But I'll go back and check that because I think at card 7 it switches. Which is why it confuses me and I always have to look it up. Page 195 in the PDF, it's 173. The black entity. Also read about him on page 196, page 174 in the PDF. This entity, the red entity, page 195, in the PDF 173, same pages. And also look on page 196, which must be 174. So look at these 8 cartouches down here. On page 197, they talk about them. In the PDF 175, 8 cartouches. This relates to the energy centers plus an octave. So 7 chakras plus an octave. And if you want to know what this means here, look on page 197 in the PDF 175. The cartouche lettering says, and you shall be born again to eternal life. And you shall be born again to eternal life. Read on page 44, in the PDF it's 40, that dynamic entity which absorbs, seeks, and attempts to learn. that dynamic entity which absorbs, seeks, and attempts to learn. After reading that, this should make a lot more sense. Page 39 in the PDF, 36, read that. Definitely read these last two paragraphs on page 45 or page 41 in the PDF. Read on page 157 in the PDF 139. Read page 158 in the PDF 140. And definitely, it's a start here too, definitely read 195 to 199. That's the PDF 173 to 177. And if you do that, within an hour you should have a very good grasp of this card. Do some meditating on it. If that's why it's good to print this out, do some meditating on this, thinking about this, comparing it to other cards, and then go back and reread it again, and it kind of peels back like layers of an onion, and you should start to grasp what this card means, and as you compare them to the other ones, you should gain quite a few insights. So hopefully this I'm trying to stay as true to what Ross said as possible, and then later do a video with my interpretations, but hopefully this helps, and I'll do some more videos soon. Thank you.